Hey everyone, so today we are going to be working on our pop art and continuing by making our backgrounds and then coloring. So you should have your names written in block or bubble letters. We should have also added our shadows onto our letters to help make them look 3D. And so then, as I said, today is more about background and adding color. So because these are inspired by pop art and by comic books, we want to create some fun backgrounds that are going to give some action. So even though we're doing our names, these were kind of inspired by comic books when they're showing action like pow, bang, wham. And so they have these like spikes or bubbles kind of coming out at you to kind of show that action of what's happening. It looks like it's kind of exploding, which is really cool. I've also added some dots into the background because, again, in our comic book style, you might see like little dots from how they were originally printed. And so we're just going to be adding some of those fun details to our backgrounds. Again, your background is kind of up to you. I'm going to show you one way of doing it, but if you want to add in your own creative ideas and make it unique, that is what I'm looking for in your artwork, my friends. We're also going to talk about symbols and adding some symbols into our artwork that represent who you are. So a symbol is basically just a small version of a picture that is representing something. So like my dog paws down here represent my dogs at home. I have a paint palette because I'm the art teacher. I have these little stars that are from Harry Potter because I love Harry Potter. So you kind of want to think of maybe some symbols that represent things about you that you like. If you play a sport like soccer, maybe you're going to draw a soccer ball. If you do ballet, maybe you're going to make ballet shoes. If you really like music, music notes or headphones, things that just kind of are your hobbies or activities that you like. So to start, I'm always going to start drawing in pencil first, even though our names should already be in Sharpie. I'm going to draw my background in pencil and my symbols in pencil first, then outline, of course. So for my first part, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and do kind of that puff or that like little cloud look around my letters. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in kind of that look like it's exploding. So to do that, I'm just going to be using some nice, fun zigzag lines. I'm going to make some that also look like they're kind of coming off the page as well. And when I do this, I kind of like to turn my paper as I work to make sure that I'm making them look like they're going in the correct direction. And as you can see, I'm making them nice and big as it's kind of filling up my background space. And then you can see I have a little bit of extra space back here that I'm just going to leave kind of open. So now I want to think about adding in those symbols that kind of represent me. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and add like a paintbrush, and then I'm going to add some like little dog paws and some other things that kind of represent who Mrs. Oliveira is. Okay, so I added in a few symbols. I've got my paint, I've got a little apple since I'm a teacher, I have my dog paws for my 3 dogs at home, and I even added in a little butterfly. So once you've kind of added in those pieces, you want to go ahead and outline next with black Sharpie or black marker. And you want to make sure you're outlining all of your lines. Okay everyone, so now that I have got it outlined, I am going to then start to color, and I'm actually going to post that as a second video. So once you are done outlining, you want to go ahead and check that out on how to color your pictures.